Now, tell me about Carlos Alcaraz. I mean, like, wow. I mean, wow. Is it the new coming? I mean, everybody's a pretender, but this guy is more than a pretender.
Yeah, talk about backing up what everybody had been saying in a huge way. You know, winning Miami, then winning at the start of the clay court circuit over there, and then the big one beating Novak and Rafa and Zverev. I mean, it's amazing. This kid at 19, he turned 19 during that week. Everybody sang happy birthday to him. Talk about poise and maturity at an early age. Forget about the shots and the footwork and the movement. What a job, considering that this was a project that his manager started, presented to Juan Carlos Ferrero, an ex-number 1 player from Spain, and Juan Carlos decided to take it on. And talk about bringing a project to fruition early. I don't even think they expected Alcaraz to be so successful so early, but it's just great for tennis. It's great to have new blood, and especially when that new blood comes in the shape of a very personable, very humble player. And his tennis is just exquisite. Talk about a ball striking. This guy just cleans the clock every time he strikes the ball. And the best drop shot in the game nowadays, forehand and backhand. And he just seems to have batteries to go on forever. It's great to see.
I really enjoyed when he served and volleyed or came into the net on the real important points. I mean, that shows a maturity for somebody that's 19 years old that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yes, no, definitely he's the complete package. The way he manages the game, the way he's able to adjust to the different tactics from the opponent. He sees the tennis game with fresh eyes, and it's just wonderful to watch. And having him break through to the top 10 like that in the manner which he has done is outstanding. I said it when he was playing on the hard courts and he won Miami. Listen, this guy is winning, and not even in his best surface. So definitely in the top 3 favorites to win Paris. I don't know if it's within his grasp, but with Rafa hurt, watch out.
So tell me, Noel certainly seems to be finally coming into his own and so forth. I mean, it's been a strange trip, not playing here, not playing there, losses, but now he seems almost ready to win the French. What do you think?
Well, he's has to be the favorite. With Rafa retiring, I don't know what the exact status is, but he did not look good against Dennis after that first set. He looked wonderful in the first set, but he has to be the favorite. And with these great champions, they just flip a switch. You could tell he was not feeling comfortable. He had a very candid interview during the Madrid week where he talked about his struggles, his mental struggle with the whole situation, the way the Australian situation was handled, and then he didn't have his legs under him, and he struggled to get his rhythm. But talk about timing and peaking at the right time, then that's what these guys do. So I think Djokovic and Alcaraz should be the 1 and 2 favorites coming into the French Open in a week.
Now, tell me, this Polish girl, 20 years old, already won a Grand Slam. And now I don't remember when she lost. It might have been, before COVID. It's unbelievable. Is she going to be the next superstar?
I think she is. 27 wins. She's a bit understated. She has some mental issues, or had in the past. Now she's just crushing everybody. It's not even close the way she's winning matches, and you just have to love it. Again, at 20, playing like a veteran, she's, as you mentioned, already won her major, so she feels very comfortable in the spotlight. And at a time that in the women's tour, there was no established dominance, she has, raised her hand and said, listen, here I am. And she's not shy about it, and hands down the favorite, especially being the French Open, her first and only major title.
There's one other women that I'm very interested in, as you know, Ons Jabeur. And I'm interested for various reasons, personal and so forth, having been in Tunisia. But except for white players from South Africa, Africa has not really produced the type of athletes that you see in other sports, in soccer, football, the way they call it. But, you know, I find it sad because I know how many great athletes are in Africa. So to see somebody like Ons Jabeur come through is really something fantastic.
I just think it's an inspiring story. You know, we know she was a late bloomer because of all the issues that she had, but she's flourishing. She knew she could play with the top talent, and now she got in very good shape. She's confident. The tennis is never a doubt. I had the pleasure of calling a few of her matches during the Madrid week when she won her first WTA 1000, and the match was against Simona Halep, who's also very motivated and with a new coach and playing well. And Ons was just able to overpower her beautiful backhand overhand. But when she slices it, it's a different story, especially in the women's tour. And talking about drop shots, again, fantastic. She's been able to overcome a few of her failures in terms of confidence. And she knows she can beat anybody right now. And her ranking, it's reflecting that. What a joy to watch her play. You could really feel she's a great athlete, above the regular level, and you can tell she's worked really hard, and the satisfaction for somebody to come from such a background as you were mentioning, I think it's going to inspire not only women and not only tennis players, but sports people from all spectrums in that continent. And I think it's much bigger than tennis in this case. And she knows it, and she's mature enough to realize it and carry it proudly. And it's a great asset for our sport as well.
Okay, Nico, I mean, we know each other for so long. I know how you must feel about this. We all feel the same way. But what about Wimbledon? I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but how do you feel as a former player and as, you know, somebody that's in the sport?
It's a lose-lose situation every time you encounter the word war. So it's very unfortunate. Wimbledon being the only major that actually owns the tournament. The club owns the tournament. That's what people don't understand. It's not regulated by the local federations like the Australian, the French, and the US. So Wimbledon has that particularity. And you have to remember, the center court was bombed during the Second World War. So they have scars. They have strong feelings about this. The timing was also horrible with the whole situation, which is it's going wrong. I can understand their point of view. I don't necessarily share it. Personally, I feel that individuals are not guilty for the behavior of their countries, just as kids are not, accountable for the behavior of their parents. So I feel the players should be allowed to play, but I also respect the position that Wimbledon has, that, it's my home and it's my rules. So I think that's where we stand at this point.
Yeah, it's a very tough one. Let's see what happens in the next month. I hope they find a solution which is not detrimental to the players, because as players, we all feel a certain unity, and I'm sure that there's a lot of friendships there that, it would be unfortunate if Medvedev, for example, could not play. But
well, the ATP already pronounced itself in terms of the points that are going to be allocated during the grass court swing, and they will stay the same. However, they refrain from issuing a statement regarding the championships, if they're going to give him the same allocation of points or not. But it's just a very bad situation any way you look at it. So, just hope that this whole thing was over. It is not. We have to face it. And ATP, I'm sure, is going to do as best as they can, but they should take a firm stance, because they need to protect their players. And that's one of the reasons Novak started with this new initiative with Vacek Pospisil a while back, and the players feel underrepresented. And this is a big opportunity for the brass in ATP to really come through for their guys, because we're under one bubble here, under one flag, be Ukrainian or Russian or Belarusian and Venezuelan. You know, we're tennis players, and we need to back each other up, I feel.
Nico, thank you as always for your insight. I'm not sure you're going to be around for our next edition, as you're going to a wonderful trip in Egypt and Israel, Jerusalem. What a great trip of a lifetime. We wish you, good voyage, and we hope to see you back when you're back.
Thank you, Pierre. Always a pleasure being here. I hope to get lost among the stars down there. I heard it's just great, and I'm going to have the opportunity to share with some loved ones, so it's going to be great, and I can't wait to be back. Congratulations, you grandpa, for Theo. You didn't tell me, man. I had to find out through my sources. Congratulations. Well done, Lawrence, and congrats to the whole family. I'm excited for you guys.